Well, hello again. It's Mark with the 1875 Lady in Waiting channel. Today we've got something a little different. We're about 75% of the way done with getting the house, so my mountain of plaster out there has continued to grow. We've got that fancy new tractor that we bought, and we really haven't had a chance to use it a whole lot. So we got a dumpster delivered yesterday, in the rain I might add. It was pouring down sheets here. And today we are going to basically just spend a little bit of time trying to clean up some of our mess that we have created. I was hoping to get it done was hoping to get everything gutted out before we did this, but I think at this point in time it'd be just wise to go ahead and start getting it cleaned up and whatnot. I've pretty much got a full dumpster load. I had to go with a smaller dumpster because the lift boom on my tractor is, that bucket, it can't go real high, and so we're going to just kind of start cleaning up a little bit, and that's what we're going to do today. So for today, there you have it. That's what we're after. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today. As you can see, my mountain back here is not nearly as big as it was. It has definitely decreased in size. We've got our dumpster out here. I will tell you right now, it's probably about 75% full, and we probably got more sitting here than's going to fit in it, which is kind of a bummer because I was hoping to get it all in one load, but that's not going to happen. It doesn't look like. I don't know. We'll keep piling it on there until we get it as full as we can get it. You can see what will someday be the driveway now, kind of, sort of. It's starting to. We've kind of made some tracks out here, and But anyway, this is as far as we've gotten for now. It's starting to rain on me again, as it's done numerous times here lately. Sorry. It just keeps raining on us. In fact, the dumpster yesterday when it got delivered, it spent all day yesterday just pouring down rain, which is part of the why the yard and the driveway looks as bad as it does right now. Everything is extremely soft. If it would drop another 10-15 degrees, it'd just all start freezing, and then it'd be a whole lot easier to work with. But for now we've got mud. So anyway, a good solid day. We probably got about 5-6 hours in today doing this. I'm really liking the tractor. It's still new. I mean, seriously, I've only got about 6 or 7 hours now on the digital timer on it. So it's like any other tool. When you first get it, you're not exactly sure what all the controls are and what all the fine tunings are and all the rest of that. But the tractor's getting much better, or at least I'm getting much better on the tractor. Tractor ain't got any problems at all, but we're slowly getting there, starting to feel more comfortable on it. And it's a nice little toy to have. It's a good tool to have in your arsenal at this point in time, so it's going to make our life a little easier. I can honestly tell you, it's a whole lot easier digging up that mountain of plaster than it was creating that mountain of plaster. So anyway, that's where we are for now. I'm going to get out of the rain. I'm tired of getting drops on me, and I'm sure the camera isn't too happy about it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Well, hello again. We're back at it again today. Actually, we've been working most of the day, but we just now finally got the camera out. Needless to say, my mountain of nonsense is a whole lot smaller than it was. We've gotten rid of probably 75 to 80% of it, and unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know how you look at it these days. Just a whole lot of rain in the last couple of days, which is about typical of these days. I plan to do some work outside, so it decides to rain for 48 hours straight. So this is what I've got left. My dumpster is full. It is, in fact, it's so full I can't get any more in it. But this is kind of where we're at right now. This was about 10 foot tall beforehand, and now it's we've got it down to something at least approaching doable at this point in time. It has been a mess, and we now have what looks like a driveway, but it's just basically mud. Again, if it would just drop another 10 degrees and freeze, it'd make life so much easier. It really would. It would just be it'd just be so much easier to deal with this, because right now, as you can see, my whole yard is just, as I'm trying to work on it and get things done, it's just a mess. But that's all right. This pile of lath that I had started, we're probably going to do something with this yet, just so that just so it's not visible from the street. What's kind of prompted a lot of this is I intend to build a couple of 6-foot fences or so across from the house to my neighbor's fence on either side. Unfortunately, this house has been sitting here for many, many years, And I doubt it's from the videos, but you never can tell. But somebody found out that our house was empty here, and people kicked in the back door. They've done it a couple of times now, or within a couple of days they did it a couple of times, and we've got a little bit of a nonsense to deal with now with that as well. You can kind of see here's where they entered. They kicked out that panel out of that door. Now it's a good thing that door was never going to be reused because it was mostly rotten. But as you can see, I've kind of boarded it up real good. They did break out some windows here, and then there was the door that leads into the kitchen. They also kicked it in, and so we've got lots of barricades, whatever you want to call them. We've put 2x4s and old fence boards and old deck boards and whatever I had. Basically, we've now kind of screwed those in across a lot of the doors, a lot of the windows. So that's also why we're cleaning up this mess up. Mainly so I can build a couple of fences that I can, they're going to be temporary fences. I want to be able to put them up and take them down and be able to get to the front, to the back, and whatever else. But at least at this point in time, once I've done this, it's prevented them from getting back in. Most opportunities, let's say it that way, opportunists will move further away if they if it just takes too much work to get in where they're trying to get in. So right now, that's basically what we're trying to do, is we're just trying to slow them down, make it difficult enough that they decide we want to go somewhere else. Didn't take anything. That's the part that I guess is just the good news. Didn't take anything. I don't know what it was that they were after. The surrounding neighborhood outside of our historic district is not the best. I will tell you that up front. It has a few issues. Police officers that we talked to, they seem to think that maybe it was just either some kids, which I doubt it, because they did some pretty good damage to get in the house, or it was somebody that was looking to have a nice quiet spot where they could basically do their activities, whatever those activities might have been. Illegal mostly, but whatever it was, we're going to try to make it just a little bit more difficult, so maybe they will decide that they need to move on elsewhere and not bother us anymore. I hate saying those kind of things, but that's basically the truth and how I kind of feel about it right now. So we're cleaning this mess up. Needed to be done anyway, but I was hoping to wait just a little bit longer and finish out gutting all of the house before I started cleaning this up. But we're 75% or so. It's all right. We'll get it cleaned up and we'll start over and get it going as we can. Hello again. As you can see, we've been busy. It's taken a lot longer than I thought, and more dumpsters than I thought. But we are now about 3/4 of the way with the house gutted and effectively cleaned up. Got a little bit more to go, but we're getting very close. And it was a busy day. We've been out here on the tractor pretty much most of the last couple of days. Not really something to film. One, I was trying to keep the camera in a safe location, and when I was trying to keep it in a safe location, there wasn't a whole lot to see, and it's just kind of the way it works sometimes. But the after pictures are, I think they kind of speak for themselves a little bit. We can now see all the way down the driveway, all the way to the backyard once again. It's not the first time I've cleaned this driveway up, but we've made some progress. We'll turn it around here so we can kind of see all the way down there. But you can also see this way, maybe if we can get it without the sun being right in our face here. We have kind of also destroyed the yard in the process. the good news is that most of today, everything has stayed frozen until late in the afternoon here, as I'm sinking in the mud. But you know, there you go. You can kind of see that the yard itself has pretty much gotten it's gotten a workout. But there you have it. It's been busy, and we've gotten some progress done. So we will, we'll keep you up to date as we're doing on all this. Sorry I couldn't show it to you, but like I said, it was just trying to keep the camera safe for the most part. And hey, progress is progress, no matter what it is. But that's where we're at for today, and we're thankful. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.